Hey guys, and today Shorty and I are going to review the game between Sydney and Geelong, which is at ANZ Stadium last night. Mate, it was the Swannies by 43 points in the end. They sort of got away late, but the headline is Swans too good. It's a pretty simple one this week.
And they were too good, weren't they?
Oh mate, it was very sad watching on in the second half. How did you see the game? I think you watched the first half.
Yeah, I watched the first half and then just snippets of the second half, which I guess I caught the better of the two halves. But look, at halftime I was really proud of them. I mean, I'm not often one to go boys sort of thing, but I was actually really proud of the efforts. You know, a younger side. Where are we at? They've gone up to Sydney against a premiership fancy and they took it up to them. I was really pumped about that. I wasn't super surprised that they ran over us because, you know, that happens. We've seen many a team come down to Simmons and, you know, they're playing all right for half, three quarters and then we put the clamps on. But Sydney did that to us. But from positives for us, I loved our intent and effort early. Just those simple things.
Yeah, what was it?
And, just around the stoppages, we were better. I know in the first quarter, I think Selwood touched it twice, but our midfield looked really good. So it was really impressive. We just came to play, which I was great about. I think lately, interstate against good sides, we've often started really bad. We've just been playing catch up.
And amplifiers.
Yeah, so it was great. Of course, really good first half. I thought we could have been a little bit further in front, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Swans weren't playing amazing footy, which is maybe why we're in it a bit.
Yeah.
But we were playing well, and once they turned it on, granted I didn't really see it, but they streamed away. Yeah, disappointing. It went out to 43 points. Okay, but that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, we are a younger side. We do struggle when teams really apply the pressure, struggle to go with them. And Sydney are a very good side.
Yeah, that's as simple as it is.
Yeah, it is pretty simple. But look, I know speaking a week ago, right here, what I wanted to see, I pretty much did. So it would have been great if maybe we really fought it out and lost by a couple of goals. But Sydney are a damn good side, but I couldn't question the effort and a couple of young guys played right as well.
That's what we wanted.
There's some more general thoughts of mine, but you saw it full game.
Yeah, well, it was a decent performance from us. Like, I'm very happy with the way we played, at least for the first half. I'm not disappointed with the second half that much because I think it was more or less on Sydney that dictated the way we performed. So I don't think it was, you know, our wrongdoing that lost us, but Sydney were always going to come at us, and they did and got the job done pretty easily in the end. So I was really very happy with the effort and endeavour for 4 quarters. I thought it was there for pretty much all night. There was still pressure being applied when the game was done, and that's always a good sight to see when they're still going at it.
For sure.
Yeah, the first half was fantastic. I was pretty pleased watching on at half time. I thought, yeah, we're in this. I mean, Sydney may run over us in the third or fourth quarter, and I guess they did. They kicked 10 goals, and we kicked 2 after half time. So that's how it goes sometimes. Wasn't really, as I keep saying, it's more like Sydney than us doing that.
Yeah.
Pressure was, great, as I said. We won the clearances.
Yeah, big plus there.
Which was surprising because it always seems like every other team does it better than us. And at least we're addressing the area and doing nicely there. So I think also losing Duncan at half time, he was best on ground by a mile. Yeah. Also another big loss. And our 09 draft, mate, is absolutely shot to pieces at the moment. You lose Cowan last week against the Pies. You lose Duncan this week. You had Vardy Mensah on the sideline forever. I think Marcus Drum retired from a hammy. I think he might have been in the 09 draft. Yeah. And the rest, there's pretty much no one there, and they should be carrying our team, basically.
Bloody cursed, aren't they?
Oh, it's terrible, mate. Not just for us. But
no, it's a good talking point, though. We won't delve too far into it, but sort of looking at drafts from that sort of 4 to 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you can really see the sides that are travelling well now really had good drafts around that area. The ones that didn't, Carlton as an example, they're going poor, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah, you could probably make a whole video on that yourself. But overall, Swans too classy, and their quick ball movement towards the end of the game when they hit their straps was just too good for us, and it was no good. But I was reasonably pleased with the performance.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
what we expected.
Like we said, can we match it with those really good sides being smashed by Hawthorn and Freo? And look, we did match it with them. The game was in the balance. Like I was at a party and came into the room where it was on 23 points. Yeah. And I thought we kicked the next one here. we're still a bit of a chance, and I think Rowan kicked a goal and then we're done and dusted. But look, it was a gallant effort, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Could go up there and get smashed, but you touched on the point with the injuries. Bartel, Hawke was laid out, Mackey's out, Kelly's out. You add those up, you got experience galore. It's at least 900 games, pushing towards the 1,000 mark. So
yeah, it's a young side.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the vote?
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Isn't it? Yeah, nothing making excuses. Yeah, go for it, mate. You can start us off.
Yeah, again,
it was tough.
Didn't quite see all of it, which I hate not seeing all of it, and it's a bit frustrating to give votes, but I gave the 3 to Thurlow. Almost an all-round game, and almost encompassing some of his other performances. I reckon if we're looking for the next Darren Milburn or Corey Enright,
yep,
he's right here. He's a jet, mate. He'll be the rebounder off defence, absolute general.
Milburn and Mackie.
Yeah, Mackie's well. I'm really excited about him. So he's big positive with Blitzarves throughout the season.
Yep.
I'm going to give 2 votes to Duncan. I thought he was outstanding when we were going well. He was on fire.
Yeah.
So he, leading it. So it wasn't going great. He was just unbelievable. And of course, I saw it first half. I saw him playing brilliantly.
He was doing well. Mate, just to touch on Mitch Duncan, do you reckon he's probably the barometer of our football club?
Yeah, I would think so, because he's right up there, because he's probably our best kick, and he's the sort of guy, Selwood's going to win the ball day in, day out, where Duncan, sometimes if he goes quiet, all of a sudden we're like, gee, what's happening? Where's Mitch? And we're struggling, where he gives us that X factor, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. But,
bit of a segue there.
Yeah. And look, Stevie J, I thought I'd give the 1 vote to. Again, kind of bring into a couple of weeks of good form, and he earns himself a vote here.
Yeah.
Still niggling a bit like an idiot. I don't know why he gets involved in it. When he just plays footy, he's a jet. So positive to see him back to some of his really good form. So they were my votes. But I think you got a couple of different names in there.
Slightly. Yeah, it's sort of the same, but... Stevie J gets the 3 votes, mate.
Nice.
I thought he was really good over the 4 quarters, and he's just funny when he gets his antics going. It annoys me when he puts himself in a position to maybe be reported, but...
We certainly went the ball.
Yeah, he did. He did. Maybe not the right one. He got the 21 touches, 5 marks, 4 tackles and 2 goals, and it's good that he's hitting the scoreboard, because that's where he's most dangerous. So he can pass them off, but doesn't necessarily mean we capitalise. You know what you're going to get from Stevie.
Yeah.
In that department, provided plenty of spark, and his antics were just fun to watch for the night. So, back to some of his good form, which we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
2 votes to Jackson Thurlow, 25 disposals, 7 marks and a goal. I don't know how he didn't get a vote against Collingwood, but because he got the 30 touches then. But no, he was a solid contributor throughout the night, and steadying the ship down back.
Yeah, he racks it up.
Yeah, and it feels like he gets 15 possessions and he gets 30. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Just finds a way.
Yeah.
1 vote to Corey Enright. Gee, this man's wound back the clock a little bit. It's been doing very nicely the last few weeks. Got the 21 disposals and 8 marks, and just very solid down back. And his disposal efficiency's been right up there and been contributing very nicely. So. He's a stalwart down in defence.
Good to see a couple of old blokes just coming back to some good form in Stevie J and Enright there. It's good.
Indicative of the way we've been playing as well.
Yeah.
Form.
Yeah.
Coming through.
Yeah.
But the chopping block, mate, the segment you absolutely love.
Yeah. It's my favourite, mate.
And it's your only segment. Go for it.
Alright, look, the big one is Mitch Duncan, mate. And I was listening to Triple M today, and Jay-Z Clark, he said, it's at least a month. Could be a couple of months. He said it could be all season.
Yeah, I'm backing probably all season.
Because and the big worry is he's more than likely broken or fractured a bone in his foot, which, that spells absolute trouble. We know. I mean, if there's a bone you don't want to break, it's any one of those little ones in your foot, because that can. I think it killed Hurd. It hurt, of course, Matty Egan.
Yeah, I was going to say, talk to Matty Egan.
There's other blokes out there as well. So I really hope that it doesn't affect him too much long term, and I hope he can get back short term, but it won't be, it'll be at least medium term.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
As far as guys who replace him, probably Hall & Smith. He signed a new deal during the week.
That's always
shows
promising.
they rate him, so he might get the call up as well as Dean Gore. Would be a chance. You would imagine Blease would relinquish the vest there and get a crack. Cockatoo, I Haven't quite seen the VFL scores, but if he played well, you would think he might be a chance.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, but look, the one real negative I want to place is on the key tall forwards. It's a real problem.
Look at Shane.
We've got all of them, mate. All of them.
All of them, okay.
And it shows, I think, we got Hawkins, best key forward in the competition, I reckon. And then we got a pack of B and C graders in there.
Yeah, we really do.
So
no one Matt goes anywhere near him.
Yeah, like Clark, huge promise. But I don't mind what he does on the deck sometimes. I don't mind his handballs out. He's quite clean at times, but he's just not clunking him. He looks a bit slow, a bit unsure, and he got shown up.
Yeah.
Walker and Kirsten, look, we all know who we prefer, but Walker was disappointing. And I felt Kirsten had moments, but again, overall, I thought he was disappointing. I think he missed goals that he needed to kick if you're a key forward.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think they had 9 and 10 touches and kicked 0-5. And up the other end, that's between them. And Franklin kicked 4-5 himself and tore the game to shreds.
Yeah, poor Tom. He usually gets a hold of him too.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? So, look, it kills when Hawkins is out, and you'd probably rate him in our top 3 of most important players in our side as far as structure and talent. So he goes, it just shows that, look, we have options, no doubt, because Vardy is in the wings as well. But the options aren't that fantastic at the moment. There's a lot of promise, but there's only so long you can go to promise potential until you got to deliver at some point.
You really do.
And look, they're just not at the moment, and it's a problem because sides running out of the back line. That's my big one. I think Hawkins is a chance to come back this week. I'm not sure if Mackie is or not. I think he's pretty iffy.
I'd say pretty doubtful. Yeah,
pretty doubtful. So. Look, otherwise, that was my big bugbear, was the key forwards just not doing enough.
Yeah.
Got to do more.
They really do.
They get their hands on it, but they're not clunking it. It's just a worry. Hawks clunks them.
Why can't you guys do them?
Yeah, so it's frustrating because we know they can play, but at the moment it's not happening, so it's got to change.
Definitely. But moving on to next week, got a big game against Carlton. It's a huge clash, mate, and I don't think it'll be as easy as what people think it is, because traditionally it's only about a 3-goal margin, if that, and they've been close ones, and last year we only beat them by a kick in each game, and it was a few interesting umpiring decisions, so I don't think it matters where they are on the ladder compared to last, but and Mitch Duncan out really hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah, I think in Carlton, I don't think I've ever been as low as I've seen them perform throughout my time watching footy, so I think we will get the job done, but it won't be convincing by any means.
Yeah, interesting thoughts, mate, because Carlton are at the low of lows. Yeah. And it can go one of two ways. If their confidence is that shattered, they will not respond. They will be easy beats and they will be cut to pieces.
Exactly,
But if they have any resolve, which only you can know by knowing them on the inside, they may be due to respond. You just don't know. You might say, well, why didn't they respond against the Giants?
Exactly.
You just don't know, but it does happen for some reason. Sides all of a sudden just turn the tables. I don't think they can beat us, and I think we should beat them comfortably. I really do.
Yeah, we should and could.
We should.
Yeah.
It will depend on who is in and whatnot, but look, they are there for the taking. A nice percentage boost is on the table.
Yep.
But as we know, we haven't made a good habit of smashing sides of late. It doesn't often happen.
Yeah, Carlton in particular, I can't honestly remember the last time we smashed them. Maybe it was 2008, probably the last time we smashed them.
Yeah, it's going back a long way.
Yeah,
but look, Carlton are there just to be hammered. They are travelling absolutely terribly. We are in reasonable form, best form so far in the season. Big game on Friday night. We have a lot to lose, you know. I mean, Carlton, you could say, they, as you said, they've gotten as low as they possibly can. Whether they
can only go up.
Exactly. It just depends whether they're absolutely bereft of any confidence and they won't be able to turn around at all.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think we can comfortably get the job done.
Hopefully, mate. Alrighty, that's a review from Shorty and myself on the Geelong and Sydney game, with Sydney getting home by 43 points. Don't forget to check out Ben down at thecategory.com.au. Does some good stuff there with some previews and reviews and plenty of cat stuff. darijoe does the Geelong Goal highlights each week, and we've got 11 this week, mate, so get on to him, and he's fantastic. And also catstars.com.au has plenty of highlights, videos and whatnot, so go and check them out. yeah, don't forget to share this around to your mates, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to us as well. The more the merrier, as we always say. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys, and we'll catch us all next time.